Hello friends, good evening everyone. I'm Manisha. Welcome you all in Seva Samajik Vikas Sanstha Sata. Today in our English session we are going to discuss about sentence rearrangement. Sentence rearrangement under such heading how the question can be asked in the exam that we are going to discuss today. Questions on the rearrangement of the part of the sentence. So one sentence will be divided into different parts, and candidate need to rearrange this means part to make meaningful sentence. For example, means we will see how the sentence will be given in such part. For example, here A, B, C, D, E. In these five parts, one sentence is given. Now we have to rearrange these parts so that meaningful sentence can be formed. See here, in this type of question, a sentence is divided into four or five parts, and these parts are labeled as A, B, C, D, E. The candidate has to find the correct order of rearrangement of the part to make the meaningful sentence, and accordingly candidate has to choose next option. Now let's see the given example in the following question. A statement has been divided into five segments. Now here see segment A, B, C, D, E is given. A segment: and with the rise COVID-19 is not yet over, it is important to be alert in case in some states and not forget COVID-19 appropriate behavior. So these are the five parts. Now here five options are given for the rearrangement of the sentence. A, B means here B is at the first position, here A is at the first position. So and with the rise, so we cannot start the sentence with such conjunction. So there is no need to consider second option. Now see, it is important to be alert, and after that option is given B. It is important to be alert. COVID-19 is not yet over. So after C, B won't be there. So do not consider third option. Now see the fourth one. B, A means here B part is COVID-19 is not yet over. And with the rise, it is important to be alert. Okay. So when we are discussing this BAD, so here in a first option and in the fourth option, you are able to see the same arrangement, BAD. And last two parts, we have to rearrange them so that meaningful sentence can be formed. Let's continue the sentence. First means COVID-19 is not yet over, and with the rise, it is important to be, sorry, and with the rise, in case in some state, if we will take that and not forget. So in some state, after that E won't be there. So a first option we cannot consider. Now only this fourth option is remain. So after D, in case in some state, it is important to be alert and not forget COVID-19 appropriate behavior. So with this, if we will go with this fourth option, we are able to get the meaningful sentence. But let's see the fifth option even. D first is given in case in some state. It is important to be alert. But we cannot start sentence with this preposition, and the sentence is not grammatically correct if we will make arrangement like this. So correct option is fourth one. After going through all the statements, we can make out that the correct option or correct order of rearrangement is like this: B, A, D, C, E. And as a result, we can get the sentence: COVID-19 is not yet over, and with the rise in cases in some state, it is important to be alert and not forget COVID-19 appropriate behavior. So In this way, we can solve this question. And here, these four parts, we have to rearrange to get the meaningful sentence. And such question can be only for 1 mark. Okay. Question based on the rearrangement of the part of the sentence can also be asked in this form. Only means here we have seen that separate parts are given, and here all together parts can be given in such a way, but its a starting part is confirmed. We need to rearrange only the remaining parts. Okay, now let's see the given example. Lives matter not only of in more developed region, those who are fortunate to live, who live in a less developed region, but also of those. So not only but also this conjunction we need to use where we need to compare two things. Now which two things are compared here? In more developed region and who live in the less developed region. These two parts are compared. Now accordingly in a B part, those who are fortunate to live. Now who will be the fortunate to live? So in a more developed area we are fortunate to live, isn't it? So we can take second option, means B option first. In lives matter not only of, not only of, then B option we will take those who are fortunate to live, and where they are fortunate to live in A part. Okay, so in more developed region, now we need to compare it, but also of those. So with whom we are going to compare them, but also of those. So those who live in the less developed area. So the correct arrangement we are able to see with this third option, that is BADC. B part will come first, then A, after that D, and at the end C. And then as a result, we can get the sentence like this. Lives matter not only of those who are fortunate to live in a more developed region, but also of those who live in a less developed region. So definitely those who are living in more developed region, they are more fortunate, and as compared to the people those who are living in less developed region. Now this type of question can be divided into different types. See the first type. In this type of question, 4 to 5 sentences are given which are labeled as A, B, C, D or P, Q, R, S, like that. And these parts will be jumbled, or if the paragraph will be given this, then these sentences will be jumbled. Candidate need to rearrange these sentences so that meaningful paragraph can be made. Okay, so the question can be like this. In the given question, rearrange the given 5 sentences A, B, C, D, and E and indicate the correct sequence in which these sentences must appear so as to make meaningful paragraph. So to make meaningful paragraph, we need to rearrange these sentences. Now let's see the sentences given in this example. Dialogue of means A dialogue is there. Yes, a marriage can be photographed. Anything reflected by the lens of human eye will naturally be picked up by the photographic lens. Sometimes, however, a person imagines he is seeing something but actually is not. The image, of course, will be hazy and simmering because of reflection of light. That is hallucination. So, when we are means when we have read all these sentences, you are able to see that definitely last means E sentence must come at the end. So in given option where you are able to see this E statement at the end in option first, second and fifth. So consider these three options. Now let's see here. In a first option, first statement is given first. In second option, D statement is given first. And in this last option, C option means C statement is given first. Yes, marriage can be photographed if we will go with this first option. Then after A immediately D option is given. The image, of course, will be hazy and simmering because of the reflection of light. After that, B statement. Anything reflected by the lens of human eye will be naturally be picked up by the photographic lens. B. So till now everything is going on smoothly. C. Sometimes, however, a person imagines he is seeing something, but actually he is not, and that's why such kind of term we can consider as hallucination, and that will be E. So if we will go with this first option, we are able to get perfect meaningful paragraph. But let's see the second option. If we will take this for D as a first sentence, the image, of course, will be hazy and simmering because of reflection of light. Anything reflected after D, B is correct. But after this B statement, if you will take A statement, then it won't make any sense. And therefore, means as we compare these two options, first one is correct. And here in a C, something, however, a person imagine he is seeing something, but actually is not. And after that, they have given this. Anything reflected by a lens. So there is no connectivity between this B and C statement. Means after C, there won't be B statement. And that's why we cannot consider this fifth option also. So only first option can be considered here, and it may meaningful paragraph. Okay, so in this way we have to attempt this question. Now see the second type of question. In this type of question, 5 to 6 sentences are given in a jumbled way. What you need to do, you have to rearrange these sentences to make meaningful paragraph. But here there will not be any one question for that. You require to write which one will be the first, which one will be the last, which one will be the third, which one will be the fourth statement in this given paragraph. So in this way you have to attempt the question. With example we will make it more clear. First option: absence of other parental figures in the family has worsened the situation. Drug abuse among youngsters seems to be on the increase. The need for many mothers to work has put an additional claim on the time available for the children. Breakdown of the extended family has put a lot of burden on the parents. Psychologists attribute this to the growing alienation of new generation from their parents. So, after reading all these sentences, if we will go with these questions, this question is little bit more difficult as compared to this first type of question, because in a first type of question with means you are getting these options and you are easily able to get your correct option when we are comparing these given options. But in this type of question, in second type of question, you need to write which one will be the first, which one will be the last, which one will be the second, like that. And therefore we need to find out the sequence of the sentence. Now, which sentence should come first in the given paragraph? Okay, so again we will go with this So as we compare the sentences, these all options are related about family system and the situation or the problem faced by the parents and children. So drug abuse among youngsters seem to be on the increase. That is the reason. Sorry, that is the reason. And the reasons are given here, or we can say the consequences are given here. So this will be the first sentence. So where that option is given, first one is D, then E, then B. Okay, so according to our observation, this B sentence must come first in the arrangement, and after that, psychologist means first we have said that drug abuse among the youngsters seem to be on the increase, means there is increasing number of these drug addicts in youngsters. Psychologists attribute this to the growing alienation of the new generation from their parents. So why this is so? Breakdown of the extended family has put a lot burden on the parents, and due to that the need for many mothers to work has put an additional claim on the time available for the children, and as a result absence of the other parental figure in the family has worsened the situation. Means nuclear family systems are there, and as the parents are working parents, they are not able to spend quality time with the children, and as a result we are able to see increase in the number of drug abused. And this means these children are feeling insecurity due to absence of other parental figure in their family. In previous means ancient time, there was a joint family system. So grandparents were there with the children to spend time with them. Quality times children used to spend with their grandparents. And this is lacking nowadays, and that's why we are facing such problems. So while finding answer of this first question, which sentence will be the first, then we are able to relate other sentence, and we are able to understand the sequence of the sentence will be like this. Then after that means first will be B, then E, then D, then C, and then A. So with the help of that we are able to understand. So in this sequence, which sentence should come last in the paragraph? So E should be the, sorry, what will be the last in the paragraph? When we have rearranged these sentences, in the paragraph A statement will be the last. Now A answer is not given with the first one. So where this A option is given with the fourth answer. So our answer is 4, means A. Which sentence should come third in the paragraph when we are arranging this sentence like this? B, E, D, C, A. So the third option will be D. So where is D means second. Which sentence should come second in the paragraph? So second means E. So where is E given in this question? So in the second option. So E. And which sentence should come fourth in the paragraph? So which will be the fourth means second last place, whose position is there? C. So where is C option is given for the option 5. So for this question, option 5 is the correct answer. So in this way you are able to observe that A, B, C, D, these options will not be given in the same line. While asking the question it can be jumbled. So first you have to make clear that how sequence should be there in the of these sentences or the statement, so that meaningful paragraph can be formed. Now see the next type of question, fixed sentence based. So what kind of question it is? In fixed sentence base means first and the last, or sometimes only first or only last sentence will be given to you. And in between the paragraph, other four sentences will be jumbled. Now you require to rearrange these sentences so that meaningful paragraph can be made. For example, see in the given example here, you are able to see number 1 and number 6 means first and last sentence of this paragraph is given. But how does a new word got into dictionary? Hmm? And the last one is he sorts them according to their grammatical functions and carefully writes a definition. So that will be the last one. Now in between this PQRS, four options we have to rearrange. When a new dictionary is being edited, a lexicographer collects all the alphabetically arranged citation slips for a particular word. The dictionary makers notice it and make a note of it on a citation slip. The moment of new words is coined, it usually entered the spoken language. The word then passes from the realm of hearing to the realm of the writing. Okay, so now here first means immediately after, but how does a new word get into dictionary? So immediately after this statement must be there. R statement. So what is R statement? The moment of new words is coined, it is usually enters the spoken language. So this must be first sentence. So in option A means 1 and option 5, you are able to see R option there first at a first place. Now here after RP option is given. Immediately after this sentence, if you will take this, when a new dictionary is being edited, a lexicographer collects all the alphabetically arranged citation slips for a particular word. So before this P word, we need to write about this citation slip. Means before PQ must be there. So immediately after RP won't be there. So we cannot consider first option. So only one option is left. So where you are able to see that after R, S is given. The word then passes from the realm, realm of hearing to the realm of writing. Then the dictionary maker notice it and make a note of it on a citation slip. And at the end, when a new dictionary is being edited, a lexicographer collect all the alphabetically arranged citation slip for a particular word, and at the end he sorts them according to their grammatically functions and carefully writes a definition. So fifth option will be the correct one, so that we can able to have meaningful paragraph. So very easy method is to compare given options. Immediately after that, only these two options were open to us. And when we are going with the help of these given options, we are able to understand whether paragraph, if we will make a such arrangement of the sentence, we will get meaningful paragraph or not. Now see one more example of such kind of question. Here options are given A, B, C, D, E, F. Such sentences are given. Now you require to find out its a proper sequence so that you are able to give answer which one will be the first, which one will be the second, which one will be the third, which one will be the fifth, which one will be the sixth. Here which sentence will be the at the fourth place, that is not asked. And it is not compulsory that always first which is first sentence, after the second sentence they will ask. They can ask in between which one will be the third one, which one will be the last one, then which one will be the first one. So you need to be very keen when you are reading the answer, as well as it is not necessary that always these A, B, C, D means what the words are given. Sorry, letter is given for the statement. Accordingly, they will arrange as a 1, 2, 3, 4. They can be asked in a jumbled way. Means here in this third question, you are able to see that for first means for option B, number 1 is given, option C, 2 is given, option D, 3 is given. And for the last option means sorry, for E, four is given, for F 5 is given. So there is a, the A option is not at all considered over here. So like that it can be. Okay. So when it is not a consider, means they have not considered option A for the third sentence. So definitely while rearranging, option A won't be at the third place. And when we are considering this, E is not there for this second place, and C, A, B, C, D, E means F won't be there for the first place. Now let's see the given sentences. With with all the bid information being available and track online corruption has been considerably reduced, today most, that is over 95,000 in the cities, enjoy a broadband connection. All city contracts are now bid for online. Over 20 years ago, the city government, central government, and the private sector made concentrated efforts to shape the economy to include IT. As our cities continue to expand and become more complex, such a system will make governance more manageable. This level of connectedness had changed not only the city's economy but also how it governs and how business is conducted. So when first we need to read all these given sentences. Now here all these things are given about the means economic development of the area is depend on the use of modern technique. So here option D must be at the first place. Over 20 years ago, the city government, central government, and the private sector made concreted efforts. Concrete means what? Permanent or more powerful, strong. So concreted efforts to shift the economy to include IT. So after D means this statement connected with this. Today means option B. This one will be the first one. B. Today most, that is over 95% household in the cities enjoy broadband connection. So they are connected with this. F will be at the third place. This level of connectedness has changed not only the city's economy but also how it is governed and how business is connected. So how business is connected, after that it can have connection with this statement C. All city contractors are now bid for online. After that option A will be at the fifth place, where you are able to see with all the bid information being available and tracked online, corruption has been considerably reduced. And sixth one will be, as our cities continue to expand and become more complex, such a system will make government more manageable. So in this way, we need to rearrange the sentence like this: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So while attempting this question, first we need to arrange sentence like this, and then now for first, what which sentence will be at the first place? Option D. So where is option D? Option D is given to number 4. So our number 4 will be, means number D is the correct option. So number 4 will be the correct option here. So here when we have considered it, our arrangement is like this, means first at the first place, at the first place option D is there, then second place B is there, third place F, fourth place C, fifth place A, and at the end place E, letter E, you are able to see A, B, C, A, B, C, D, E, F, like that. So you are able to get, means for second, B is the correct option, means number 2. Here for third one, F is the correct answer. Where is F? At the fifth place. So correct. In a fourth question, which one will be the fifth? Means second last. So that is A, option 1. And which of the following should be the sixth or the last statement of this paragraph? So that will be the E statement, means fourth. So in this way, we can rearrange the sentence and make meaningful paragraph, or rearrange given parts and make meaningful sentence. And that's all for the day. Have a good day ahead. In next part, we will discuss few more example of this sentence rearrangement. That's all for the day. Have a good day. Have a nice time.